Hey guys, welcome to my Geek Rant. So let's talk about the top 5 comics for me this year for Star Wars. The first one is going to be Lando, which at first, when I first read the first issue, I wasn't so much I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. But it really, once you get deeper into the story and deeper into the issues, it gets pretty good. You learn some new stuff about Palpatine, which isn't really a spoiler. It's just something to make you want to read it if you haven't read it yet. And you learn more about Lando and especially about Lobot. Like, you get some really good insights into Lobot and what's up with that guy. And hopefully they delve in a little bit more with Lando, maybe in like a novel or something else. But yes, that is number 5 on my list. For my number 4, we have the Vader series, which is the first 6 issues of the Vader series, which is ongoing right now. I really like this one. It wasn't my favorite of all of them. That's why it's number 4, not, a little bit higher up. I really did enjoy BT and 000, the crazy psycho droids that were reminiscent of like the evil versions of C-3PO and R2-D2, and a little bit they're harkening back to HK-47 from the Old Republic series. But I also just like seeing how Vader is dealing with the fact that he's figuring out who Luke Skywalker is, and that's the reason why I was most interested in this series in the first place. As it's going on, it's really not becoming that anymore, but I really wanted to go back to that so I can really see what's going on with Vader and how it's affecting him that, Sidious lied to him. He has a son who can carry on his legacy. I'm still kind of about this series. I'm still anticipating what it could be, but it's still not quite there for me. But still, very enjoyable. Number 4 on my list. Third on my list is Skywalker Strikes, which is the first 6 issues of the Star Wars Marvel comics. Basically, it reintroduces us into Luke, Leia, and Han and what they're up to, and the new series of comics. That particular arc was about the base that they were infiltrating and they were destroying Empire weapons. But I liked seeing Luke again. I definitely liked seeing Han. Han was really good. Han's not one of my favorite characters of the Star Wars universe. That's really kind of out there and different from most Star Wars fans, but I liked him in this comic. I even liked Leia, even though I didn't really like her standalone comic. I liked her in this comic book. And yeah, it was cool seeing Luke with, like a lightsaber again, even though I think he was a little bit overpowered in the sense that he shouldn't be this good yet. He shouldn't be on a speeder bike, like slashing down stormtroopers out of the blue. But still, I like the series. Chewbacca, C-3PO's in there too. It's pretty good. And even the ongoing series, Star Wars is probably, in terms of the consistency throughout its whole series, even in terms of its arcs, I find the most enjoyment with. But yes, number 3 on my list. Number 2 on my list also comes from the Star Wars series. There is a spin-off series that they're doing where Luke finds, Obi Wan's journal. So he's reading from the journal, and as he's reading from it, we get to see what that entry came from, how Obi Wan, or Ben Kenobi at this point, wrote that entry in the journal. And this first one, we see Obi Wan kind of coping with his role now that he's no longer this Jedi Knight. He kind of failed his mission with Anakin, and now his mission is to just watch over Luke. And I think there was even a point in the comic where he says that he used to watch over him a lot more closely, but then Owen kind of took issue with that, so he's kind of been taken aback. But it's an episode of Ben Kenobi watching over Luke, and I think it's really interesting. It's really cool seeing Obi-Wan in between this weird time that he's in seclusion and exile, and really trying to cope with what he's had to do in the past, notably in Revenge of the Sith. And my favorite comic book this year for Star Wars, in terms of arc, by the way, I've been doing arcs now, not just single issues, would be The Last Padawan, the Kanan comic, which completely took me by surprise because I did not like Kanan initially in season 1, or even before season 1 in the new Star Wars Rebels series, which I was like, I don't like this guy. He's a cowboy Jedi. Like, I don't know. Like, I just didn't vibe with him. I don't know what it was about him. I just didn't really like him. But reading this comic, I had a huge appreciation for Kanan and even Rebels in a larger sense. But yes, definitely recommend this comic. Definitely my favorite of the year. Has the best artwork, has the best writing in my opinion. It has the best overall package. And yeah, it's really good. If you listen to any of my reviews, which I've linked in throughout the whole video that I've done this, you'll see me just gushing over that comic book. But yes, that is it. That is my top 5 favorite comic books for Star Wars this year. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and may the Force be with you always.
What I've seen in a lot of debates is that people, including myself, either lowball Mace or lowball Sidious to achieve their point.
Throw a grenade at him. Alright, now critical strike. Oh, I killed him. Oh no, I didn't mean to throw two. Oh, that's such a waste. Such a waste.